Good afternoon, Trianian friends. This is Pastor Sue with this week's episode of Patio Ponderings. The patio that I come to you today from is my backyard. It is a beautiful day today. Perfect weather, mid-70s. It's dry, and I am loving every minute of it. Fall is my favorite time of year, and I so look forward to the cooler air and the colors of the changing leaves. So today, though, I want to talk to you about the story that we heard on Sunday. In this story, Jesus and his disciples cross over a lake, and immediately upon arrival, they meet a man who is possessed by evil spirits. He introduces himself as Legion. And Legion is a military term that represents about 6,000 troops. And so we come to understand this man to be very, very ill. Now, the community has tried a few things to secure him. They have tried to bind him with chains and shackles, but everything that they have tried, this man just breaks right through. And they're not able to help him, and he is relegated to living among the dead. In other words, his entire life has unraveled. His mind has unraveled. His connections to the community have unraveled, and those connections likely include family and friends. And this is what I start to wonder about, is this community and how they have tried to care for this man in their attempts to secure him, in their attempts to chain and shackle him. I wonder about their intent. What are they hoping to accomplish by that? Is it an act of caring? Are they trying to put some protections around him? Are they trying to help keep him safe? Or is it an act of setting aside someone from the community who is acting in a way that is really difficult to understand, in a way that might be causing fear? Are they acting in a way that if they bind him and shackle him, they can just put him on the margins then? They can leave him out in the tombs to live, and they don't have to think about him or be faced with his illness. The truth is, we really don't know what their intention is. But what it's got me thinking about is how we, in this time and in this place, care for people with mental illness. How do we care for people who struggle in ways that we don't understand all the time, and maybe that even frighten us sometimes? Are we looking to surround people with care, to hold them in a space that is safe and loving? Or do we let the stigma that comes with mental illness get the better of us and push people to the edges of our community, to relegate them to the margins so that we don't have to see the behavior, so that we don't have to come face to face with other people's suffering? I think that's an interesting thing to ponder, and I think it's necessary to ponder. Mental illness is a growing concern in our culture. It has been exacerbated in so many ways by the pandemic, and I think we need to ensure that we are doing the best that we can to care for others. How did Jesus care for this man? Well, immediately upon arrival, he called the evil spirits out. He cared for this man. He loved him. There was no fear on Jesus' part, just loving embrace. And we find him then, again, as the text says, in right mind and fully clothed. And Jesus sends him back into the community, despite his wishes to go and follow Jesus. And so Jesus' model then helps us think about how we can hold people who are mentally ill together with the community. How do we create that safe space? How do we restore? How do we protect? How do we connect? I think this is a good model for us to think about as we encounter those who struggle with mental illness in our midst. And it is likely more people than we might think it is. So those are some big questions to ponder today. As always, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Have a wonderful day. And as we are sending our kids and grandkids back to school, making our way into fall, I wish you an abundance of God's blessings on those transitions. Bye and have a great day.